Okay, hello everybody. Today I'm here with my spring makeup look, which is what I'm wearing now. I've just sat here and done this for you. I am so happy with how this turned out. I love it. I think it's the most spring-like thing ever. Obviously the weather is moving kind of into summer now, but this could be summer or spring. So I'm just going to show you that. So I have this headband on to like move my hair out of my face. My hair is kind of just wavy and curly today. It's a little bit less frizzy than usual because I slept with it all back, but I'm just going to start. So I apologise if you can see my room, it's a tip. Okay, so the first thing I'm going to do is take a few squirts of my very running out Wake Me Up foundation in the colour 103 True Ivory. Also, sorry if you see me looking here, the mirror is here, just ignore it. Okay, for then my main foundation to like blend all this together, I'm going to take my Maybelline Fit Me Matte and Poreless, which I got in America, but basically the Maybelline Fit Me foundation, if you're in the UK. I'm just going to take that on the brush straight away because it doesn't have a pump, which is so annoying. Now that I look like some kind of weird dot monster, I'm going to blend it all together. And there, obviously you can tell this makes a difference to my face hugely. Obviously doesn't look the best now because there's no eye makeup, concealer, eyebrows, but as a base layer this foundation is fantastic. I'm on about this matte and poreless one. I can't fault it, there is no fault to it. It does make me a little bit greasy, but like it's matte, so once it's dried it's really matte, but at the moment and when I'm like slightly warm or sweaty it does look a bit greasy, but all you need is a powder. Other than that, the colour, the coverage, everything is just perfect. Okay, then my next step is taking a bit of my, again, running out Wake Me Up concealer. Just putting 2 little dabs of this under my eyes. As for the rest of my skin, it's seen better days, but I'm not going to conceal it loads because I want it to be a fresh, healthy looking, not caked in makeup tutorial. I think the coverage that gives is really nice because I do get dark circles if I'm just the slightest bit tired. I'll just be like, boom, pull my hair back around now. Also, if you think I look about 4 with this headband in, you're probably right because I do look about 4, but I like it, so don't say anything. I'm taking my Stay Matte powder. I've finally hit pan. It's taken me about 6 months, so I'm quite proud of that. I'm just taking this all over my face. Okay, so there we have it. That's my face makeup done. Now, just as an extra highlighter, I'm going to take this tester sample size of the Benefit Boying concealer, I don't know, in the lightest shade in the palette of 2, under my eyes just to really highlight, and above my brow bone, under my brow bone as well. This for me is just my ultimate favourite concealer. I don't know how the lighting is on how well you can see it, but just look at the glow on my under eyes. It's just my absolute favourite concealer. I would never have thought I would have liked like a gel concealer, but I do. Next up, bronzer. My collection Sunkissed Mosaic, my good old trusty, which I've been using for absolutely ages. My face makeup routine is basically the same, so I'm just going to shut up and show you it. Still my ultimate favourite bronzer. Just look at the definition on my face, it's just amazing. Like, I don't have cheekbones, but this kind of makes it look like I do. Now, you might think this looks a bit too pink and peachy, but I think for spring and summer, your rosy glow is a lot more prominent than it is in winter, unless you're like cold in winter. Obviously as it gets into summer you're just more tanned, but for spring I think a really rosy cheek and nice eyes is just something that is definitely like what I would go for. Like, this blusher is really shimmery. If you're not a fan of shimmery, then probably not for you, but I think it looks so spring-like. Let's go eyebrows. Do do do. So obviously compared to what my eyebrows looked like a minute ago, these definitely look really dark, but once I've filled in my eye makeup, you don't even notice that they look different to how I like started out. I am not a fan of really heavy eyebrows, which is why at this point I'm like, oh my god, I want to take them off. But once you've layered everything else up, you can't tell, like, unless you really like natural brows. I do think these do look like quite natural, and they're not fully even right now, which is kind of... But then I'm just going to move on to eyeshadow. Now for spring, I've been using this Maybelline Colour Tattoo in the colour Inked in Pink, which I think in England is called Pink Gold, but I bought this one in the US. This is a really shimmery spring colour, like pink colour, and I've been putting this all over my eyelid. I do think it can make you look a bit ill, kind of, like, because it makes your eyes look a funny colour, but I blend this with the brown and it just looks so shimmery and like gorgeously for spring. I just love it, so you can see that. Now obviously this matches the blusher really well, and if you were in a rush you could leave it here, but I think eyeshadow is a lot more like big and happy and shimmery in spring, and I've said shimmery so many times. So I'm going to add another layer of this and then I'll show you what I do. I'm going to bring a bit of this underneath my eye because like on my tight line. It's just super shimmery and pretty. Next I'm going to use a colour from my baby. Oh, I'm going to use this pink brown colour on this Real Techniques brush through my crease of my eye, just like as you do. Now I really do think that adds a lot because it's more of a brown and it just looks so stunning. And if you're anything like me, I always think it looks a bit weird when it's right up here, so I just bring that up with my finger. And then to finish it off, I'm going to take a tiny bit of the opposite colour, this brown, through the very like edge, the last corner. Oh, last corner? Yeah, my eyes got loads of corners. Obviously it still looks kind of because it's very pink and there's no eyeliner, but now I'm going to add eyeliner, which I think defines this whole look, to be fair. Taking my good old trusty Glam Eyes, which is running out, everything's running out. So there is the eyeliner finished, and again, to finish your eyeliner you have to do mascara, so I'm going to go straight in with that. I have the Maybelline Lash Sensational Mascara. I love it. It might have even overtaken my falsies, but actually no, because the only bad thing... damn it, it's everywhere now. The only bad thing about this is it doesn't come off that easily. But I'm going to bring this, actually no, I can do mascara without the mirror. But I do think it is really nice. There we have it, that is my eye makeup done. So to finish off, I'm going to choose a lipstick. And I'm going to take my number 7 lipstick in the colour Classic Rose. This is such a spring colour, I can't even tell you. It's one of them with a bullet that's not bullet shaped, if you know what I mean. It is honestly, hands down, I can 100% say this, the most moisturising lip product of all time. Like more than a lip balm. It feels so smooth. You need the tiniest bit. It stays on for ages. This is amazing. So thank you Jenny for this. She bought me it. That is my finished spring makeup look. I am really happy with how this turned out and looks. I think it goes well with the kind of like beach hairstyle I've got going on today. If you're wondering what this says Hogwarts. I was feeling the Harry Potter kind of vibes. But yeah, if you've enjoyed it, be sure to give it a thumbs up. If you want to recreate it or think you could do better or show me something, leave it in the comments or tag me on Instagram. Be sure to subscribe if you haven't already. My links to everything are down below, my Facebook, my Twitter, my blog. Please check them out, it would mean the world. And I shall see you on the weekend with a vlog. Thank you so much for watching. I know it's been quite long. I shall see you very soon. Bye guys.